In case you want to further adjust the existing lifecycle profile without interfering with the generated objects, which can be integrated to native HANA applications, you can simply switch to the rule editor, switch to edit mode, and probably change the existing selection from 2010 to 2011. And as we displace data from 2010 month 3 already to dynamic tiering, and we're now specifying that only data for 2011 should be displaced from hot to cold, we also need to switch back on the relocation direction from hot to cold to bidirectional, as the system has to bring back the data from the previous rule editor setting, like the 2010 March data, into hot store, and it's going to displace data only for calendar year 2011 from hot to cold. If we validate the syntax, it brings up the information on there are about 1.3 million records to be displaced based on the updated selection criteria. But we also need to bring back the 326,000 records which have been displaced to dynamic tiering already, and that's going to move from cold to hot. I'm going to save the change. I'm going to activate the profile. And again, within the activation step, the generated objects within the destination persistency will stay unchanged. So you can adopt and adjust your rule editor setting, and your integration layer objects, like the generated union views as an example, will stay unchanged to the upper application interface. Once we hit the simulate button again, it should give us the same information we saw early on. The information displaced already will be transferred back into HANA hot store information, and the data relevant on the existing rule editor setting will be transferred from hot to cold. Let's execute the updated lifecycle profile. The relocation run successfully started, and we need to wait a moment until the information becomes visible in the log section. Let's move on and check the logs for the current execution of the lifecycle profile. A new ID has been created, same ID, lifecycle profile number, same user. The status is still in progress. Trigger type scheduled, the start time, the estimated data relocation count. We'll get all the details once we go into the details section of this log. Let's get started. The estimated relocation record count is being estimated for the code to hot destination direction. The number of records moved from destination to source. This is the hot to cold replacement displacement. And this is the current status. Relocation data from destination completed. Relocation to hot, from hot to warm destination is in progress. The processing package of the relocation 1 is being processed right now. The information got updated. 1 million records got transferred from source to destination. You can read yourself. A new package has been created as the package limitation has been specified to 1 million. So package 2 gets created. and the remaining records gets transferred from source to destination. The relocation run completed successfully. Let's refresh, and we're good. We now switch back to the lifecycle profile section. You would remember this is still the status from the previous run before we executed the lifecycle profile the second time. Once we refresh, we select the DLM profile. The information on the data distribution overview gets updated as we now displace 1.3 million records from HANA hot store into the dynamic tiering warm store location.